Hi everyone, Lynn from Cavy Central. We have got Callum here, and he is the most gorgeous little piggy. So Callum's about 5 months of age, and he has got a little bit of a problem with fungal. And I just wanted you to take a closer look at this, in case your guinea pig is a Rex or with thicker fur, so you know what you're looking at. So if you come on over here, what you'll notice with piggies that are Rexes, typically around the ears, it tends to get really brittle in the way that we feel that area. And when we compare it to the coat, which is often softer, you can feel a big difference. So for someone who's never experienced fungal before, that's probably the best way I can explain it, is that you feel it and it feels rough and different to the rest of the coat. Now, if of course there's a really major fungal outbreak on the coat, like we see in a lot of cases, then you won't feel as much of a difference because they'll feel the same. So, okay, so looking in around his eye area, if I agitate this, the camera might just pick up some of the skin flakes that are, have to hang on to that if it starts to blow. Here we go. It might just agitate some of the skin that we can see in around there. I can feel it on the skin surface. And typically it moves from this area out and around. It's very much here at the moment in this region. So we're going to treat this with an antifungal, and we're also going to treat for mites because quite often they come together. So that's something to be aware of. You might even see on the ear flap there's sort of white scaliness. If we come in close, we'll see if the camera picks it up later, but it's very evident on here to feel. But we'll just clean that up and he'll be fine, absolutely fine. He's also lost a little bit of weight, and the way we tell that is by just underneath his tummy there's little folds of skin, so something's upsetting him, and in this case I suspect it's just a bit of fungal that's actually getting on top of him and he's not feeling so well. So once we treat that, Callum will be feeling really great. Yeah. Yay. So do you have any other questions about Callum?
Oh, Callum, just more to do with
Such a cutie.
it's cutie, and he rumble struts every 5 seconds, so I'm not sure if that would stop anytime soon.
No,
so.
that's hormonal.
Hormonal.
So that's hormonal. And that's quite normal for a 5-month-old piggy. They're really going to exhibit more hormonal behaviour than a piggy that's 1.5 to 2 years of age. That's when it starts to slow down.
Yeah, and another question would be, would that stress out Flynn though, because he's also by himself?
Yes.
And just wondering that
people talk about guinea pigs being on their own. If we have 2 guinea pigs, even in separate cages that are side by side, they're not actually on their own. They have restricted interaction. And you know, there are times when that can happen, or people separate them for various reasons. But it's quite possible that they still feel that they've got company, even though they're not right beside each other. Because guinea pigs don't actually like to sit usually on top of each other. They like their own corner, their own space. So if they've got a barrier between them that they can see through and interact through, they're technically not on their own. So I know that worries people a lot, but it actually, it doesn't. If you've got 2 guinea pigs that were friends and for whatever reason have had issues, when we look at rebonding them or what ways that we can see if they're going to be friends or not, we look at what's happened in the past and how severe the fighting was, or the bite was, or what happened at that time. Did their cage change? Were they having lots of outside time and then they suddenly had none? Did they relocate from a unit to a house? Something has always changed? Have they grown up from being 6 weeks of age and they're now a year old and they need more space? Like, all these things impact their behaviour. So we just need to be aware of that. But certainly 2 guinea pigs side by side, while they're not directly interacting, they're not also on their own. They can talk and they can move that way. It's not ideal, it's not what we want, but you know, it's certainly isn't a guinea pig on their own.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it does happen out there.
Makes me feel so much better, because I was like,
Yeah.
doesn't stress the other one out.
No,
or,
and when we had the other piggy over here on the table, we had one before.
Yeah.
This little guy was instantly trying to talk and make friends with him, and vice versa.
So it's just making friends, because he made that exact sound.
Like, I know you're a guinea pig and you're up close, so I want to interact with you.
Okay,
So
maybe because
that's
this
all
has
that
been so lonely for a while, because I had to quarantine him for a month.
Yeah, so he needs
He
a
needs
buddy.
some time.
He needs a buddy, and they really do like to be with their friends. They are herd animals.
Yeah.
But again, I've got, I know of people that have had 2 guinea pigs, and for whatever reason they feel they're better at night in their own enclosure, side by side, but during the day they're in a run together. So they actually have a combination of together time, and they just have a sleeping enclosure which might be more suited to where they are in their environment.
Yeah.
Like a unit, for example,
Yeah.
may not have a really enormous cage space. But they may have floor time that they can have on a balcony where they have the whole use of it. So everyone's situation is a bit different.
Yeah.
And we need to look at it in light of that, and make sure they've got friends and interaction in some way. They're happy. They're all happy.
Oh, and now they're all happy with the 3 being. I just thought, like, as you said, something's like you could feel in the air. Like you could feel something's not right, but there's nothing concrete, because I'm not a professor or not anything.
Well, for this little fellow, I think it's just a touch of fungal. And Rex guinea pigs, they've got such a dense coat. It's actually very dry on the skin level, but it's super dense in there. And what happens is that they're more prone to fungal and mite issues because of that. So any change of season where we have increased humidity or temperature drops, or they're going onto grass in the morning where there's lots of moisture, all those things can get caught and affect their coat more so than a short-haired piggy. So they're more vulnerable.
And he's also tends to wee on himself a lot. And he sits there for hours on end. So I think that's probably why he gets up on,
as well.
because he has a tunnel that he really loves.
Yeah.
But
if they're sitting on their own for hours, they're probably what we'd call depressed.
Well, yeah, that was before, and then now he's like a little bit better. It's just I think that's where it's coming from.
Okay.
Is where because it's only last few days, was it? I can't remember where I did the entire living room. Where because that entire living room we had to redo it so that he comes down to the bottom.
Yes.
And then with that, he's a lot happier. He's out more.
You're so cute.
And then I just think that maybe that fungal came from that.
It can, from sitting around, because again they're creating a moist substrate and they're sitting on it. Fungal spores loves moisture.
Yeah.
It's a fungi.
Yeah.
And tinea, we think of our shoes and our feet where it's wet and moist and sweaty. That's tinea.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Oh, poor Bob.
And if they're sitting around on areas that they've urinated on, not moving, then it's going to increase that. So you might have to, like if it's one particular hidey, he stays under, move the hidey.
Yeah.
Literally pick it up and move it.
Yeah. I even decided to make what you call those roofless ones as well every now and then, just so that he sweats and he pees a lot. So.
Yeah. And look at the sort of hidey that he's got, because the plastic-based ones, for example, they generate a lot of heat in under them, and it's if you lift them sometimes, the inside is moist. They're not suitable.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I thought, like, I saw people on the page as well, and they had unfortunate guinea pigs outside with their domes.
Oh, they can have heat stroke because they naturally want to hide.
Yeah.
And then they get so hot. It's like being in a tent outside. No one stays in past sun up. So it's
like it's awkward.
Pigs are the same. They need breathable hideys to be in. So we'll have we'll do his ears. We'll just quickly do that now.
Yeah.
if they've got someone inexperienced, they work that out really quickly. And so it's really important, if you've got children who are learning how to hold them, that you nurture that, and the children don't become frightened or scared, because the guinea pigs will react to it. They're an animal that is a prey-based animal, so we need to really take care of that. So his ears are all done, and you can see he's just gorgeous. Really do your chin. You can see how cute you are up here. There you are. He says, I'm shy. I'm shy.
Come on.
He's such a cutie. So we're going to try and find him.
I'm going.
Yeah, we're going to try and find him a friend. So that's it from me, and we'll do more later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Callum, you're so cute. Yeah. See you later.
Bye bye.